it's just not worth it dealing with someone else every single day of your life. Every day. Every day you gotta deal with somebody. Is marriage even worth it?
Hello lovelies, how you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about a lady who came online to cry and rant about her marriage of 7 years, that she's no longer happy despite being with a kind and a nice man. He's a great man. He takes care of her, does everything for her, but she's not happy in the marriage. So she came online and was crying or talking, saying a lot of things, asking questions if it's worth it, that she cannot continue doing this every day anymore, and all of that. So, and a lot of people had a lot to say about it. There has been a lot of reaction about that video that she made. So let's go and watch the videos, and when we come back, we'll talk about it.
It's just not worth it dealing with someone else every single day of your life. Every day. Every day you gotta deal with somebody. Is marriage even worth it? It's not. It's not. At some point you're gonna realize that it's always best to just be alone, because I've been married for about 7 years and I don't even know if this is worth it. Like, and not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. Like, I don't even know why I'm upset. I'm just like not thinking that I made the right decision. Like, and I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. The point is, it's like, you really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality. You lose your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it. Like, at all. I've always had a dream of, like, getting out of my hometown, like, city, and moving on, like, moving forward. Like life is supposed to be experience. Like, we're supposed to be doing new things and traveling and all that, and I do all of that. But at some point, like, I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. Like, you never have a moment to yourself. You never can do that. And I don't know, like, and there's gonna be some bitches out there that say, like, oh no, you should not. No, like, be fucking weird and not a real ass couple. But I really want girls to know, like, even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not worth it. It's not. Like, it's always gonna be best to just, like, be alone. And maybe that's why so many men tell older women they're gonna die alone and be so sad. I'm sad with a great man. Like, maybe it's just, like, not my personality. And, like, I know girls are out there and they're, like, dying for, like, a relationship like mine. Like, he takes care of me, but, like, I'm sorry, like, you can't, like, I can't even really barely deal with myself and my own emotions. Imagine somebody that you know for such a short amount of time, because you're never gonna know that man like you think you do, and that's just not in a negative way. Like, I just don't think marriage is for me, and I'm tired of it, and I don't know what else to do, because this is like imagine living a fairy tale and it's nothing like you imagined it. You're living your literal fairy tale, and it's not what you want. It's not what you want. Even if you think that you want it, even if it's exactly what you dreamed of, it's still just, I don't know. I don't even know if this is worth.
The more I see these videos, the more I'm convinced that these people only do it for attention and validation. There's no other logical reasons as to why they do this. And let's be honest, all you're doing is opening your marriage for more criticism from people online that have trauma that they have not dealt with themselves. And whenever I see videos like this, it's never that the guy was abusive or cheated or did something bad. It's simply because they got bored. Listen to what else she had to say.
It's like not thinking that I made the right decision. Like, and I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point.
Some of y'all are willing to throw away your marriages and your relationships simply because you got bored.
Y'all seen that lady on her that's going viral because she has a great husband or whatnot, but she just tired of him. She don't want him, and she don't know the reason why she don't want him. But she did say that they spend a lot of time together, and you gotta take in count of your partner's feelings. And she was just crying and just expressing how marriage, she don't believe marriage is for her, even though she got a great man. Now, what I think about that is she don't know why she don't want, a great man, that great man. She probably thought she wanted, but she didn't. I think she's been married for 7 years. And I would say if he's a great man, he's taking care of the household and everything, he's not abusive or nothing like that, what could be the reason why she's saying it? And she don't know. So typically, I think when people do that, that's just a warning to the world. They just don't know how to tell their friends and their family that them and their partner is getting ready to get a divorce. People don't like to tell people when they get just flat out they like to beat around the bush when it comes to things like that, like relationships and stuff like that. And even with money and stuff, money problems, people like to beat around the bush. So, but that man needs to know. Because if she don't know why she don't want him, she need to let him go. Because she could snap and don't even know why she done snapped. I hope that video get to her husband and she talk to him, because clearly she do not want him. She don't want the man. And she don't know why she don't want him. He a good man. I misses my husband because he works enough so we're not crowded into each other's space. But she was saying all the time is spent with him. So I was wondering about that. Some people like that, if they don't know anything and stuff like that, they don't know what's going on. Either they don't want somebody else to find out, or they trying to make a way to tell people, to prepare people for, hey, I'm finna get a divorce. Other than that, she could snap. And she won't even know why she done snap. That man need to go. Y'all tap down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about that.
That Diary of a Happy Black Woman story is a cautionary tale of being with a man who loves you more than you love him. She's in her car crying because she's just so selfish and she can't fathom putting herself in the position to be inconvenienced enough to care about her husband's feelings. I don't know the background of their relationship, how long they've been together, how they met, none of that. What I can guarantee you is that that man lived throughout their courtship, him being her personal yes man. And I don't mean in a way of you're my queen and like I want to just nurture you. I think it was to the point where she just viewed him as like a personal assistant or like a pet or accessory in her life. I think they had a nasty combination of him being the one to constantly want to make her happy, and that was like his purpose, his goal in life was to strive to make sure she wanted for nothing, and she feeling deserving of that, to the point where there wasn't a reason for her to have to consider his feelings, because as long as she was happy, he was happy. She didn't have to view him as an individual with needs. So it just made sense to marry him, because why not? Life is good now as your girlfriend. Life is going to be great as your wife. She didn't anticipate the fact that now as a wife, there are higher expectations. I think maybe he's like, okay, I deserve some type of respect now too as your husband. And this is foreign to her. This is not a concept that she had to even fathom before. And that's why she's sitting there crying, because she's devastated. She's devastated that now she has to live up to this expectation that is just so unreasonable. It's so unrealistic. She has to do a complete 180 from the lifestyle that she's used to of just putting herself and her wants and needs first and having a partner who does all that too. Now she has to sacrifice that to also kind of consider his feelings. I say all that to say, if you do live by that motto, that a man should love you more than you love him, with time, you have to make sure at least your respect, not your love, at least your respect catches up to the amount of love that he has for you. Because a woman with no respect for her husband is a diary of a happy black woman.
No, you just live in a society where if an Amazon package arrives a day late compared to what they say, you get angry. And it's not about the Amazon package. This is the society we live in. We get angry about everything that doesn't happen immediately. We think we have a lot of options out there. Look at the trauma of other people on social media. We connect with it. It's like, yeah, I feel like this. Maybe I should leave them. A testa de cazzo. Relationships were never easy. I had the luxury, unlike 50% of Americans, to have parents that ended up staying together through hardships and good times. They're still together. There is nothing so beautiful to have somebody be the witness of your life in the good and in the bad. The beauty of hardships is that you finally get some time to figure out why you are angry. In many cases, it's you. In many cases, the problem is ourselves and our insecurities that we never thought about. People say they're better off in being alone when they're pretty young and they can still have good dating chances. I would love to see men and women in the age of 60 being alone, how they feel in knowing that they have no partner, they have no people around them, they have no community. One thing you learn in Italy is that it takes a town to raise a kid, so you're always gonna have a community. I see it with my grandma, still receives free packages, help and everything from everybody in her town of 500 people. Mental health is a real thing, okay? Solitude is even more real in America. I understand there are situations that suck, I don't know about yours. I believe that if we truly analyze most relationships today, I think that it seldom is about the mismatch among the people in the relationship, but it's more about how society is bringing us up and what we are seeing every single day on social media. How do you know this? The average time on the phone in America is 8 hours a day. I work on social media and I spend this amount of time on the phone because I make money out of it. Most people are just consuming. So yeah, I'm pretty convinced about this, and peace out.
I'm married, but I'm gonna chime in. This right here is the root of the problem. She says that she can't manage herself and her own emotions. Imagine having to deal with another human being. Exactly. People do not work on themselves and then they rely on another person to do the work for them. Or they put aside their own personal work and then get into relationships, get into marriages, and things like this happen. People don't give themselves enough time to grow and evolve as human beings before they commit to a partner. A lot of people follow this path that's already laid out for them where they know they're supposed to get married, they know they're supposed to have kids right now, this is the time. What made you think that? Even if you do dream about having kids and marriage, you still need to find out who you are. You still need to work on your own shit. Who knows, maybe she was perfect when they first got married, everything was fine. Life happens, you go through new lessons, and then you have to learn and work through those lessons. From what I understand, in marriages you work through things together, but it seems like she has things that she wants to work on her own. Completely valid. A human is allowed to have their own individual human experience. Even in the relationships that I was in, I realized that I still had shit that I needed to work on, and I was not ready to partner up with someone. Nor did I think that the other person was responsible for doing the work for me, because I also was not about to take the responsibility of doing someone else's work for them. Especially somebody that I was dating maybe for like 6 months, right? Like, that's not my place. I'm not about to clock in. I have to put my energy into myself. I don't have time to put energy into you too. This is why people have to work on themselves first. It's about finding yourself. It sounds fucking corny, but it's true. You don't know who you are as an individual human being, and then you enter a partnership, especially like a marriage, an actual contract. Like this will happen. You will feel like, is this my path? Should I be doing this? Because you just followed the path that was laid out for you without actually thinking about long term. When you get married, you are getting married to be with this person forever. You are making a contract to stay with this person. Obviously, you can divorce, but people are not thinking long term. I think a lot of people look at marriage as just a second step in a relationship. Okay, we've been dating for X amount of time. Now we should get married. You are signing a contract to be with someone until the day that you die. You are signing up to go through these life lessons with them. Is that something that you're ready for? Are you ready to work with somebody else entirely? You had a good amount of time for your own individual human experience? There are a lot of questions that a lot of people don't ask themselves. Even in the dating world, a lot of people are actually just codependent. People stay in relationships just because it feels good. They end up wasting other people's time for one, not realizing that, hey, it's actually okay for you to be alone. Work on your own shit, and then when you're ready, get into a relationship. And dating is kind of like a prerequisite for marriage, right? You should be working on things together. You should be working on some emotions together. Don't expect your partner to heal your trauma for you, right? I've been dating for a fucking year. They're not your therapist. It's kind of when you're establishing this base level of how y'all work together. You're finding out if you're actually compatible as human beings, not if you have the same fucking favorite color. How do you problem solve? Do you actually have the same goals in life? Or do you want to be in 20, 30, 40, 50 years because you're supposed to be with this person for long term? People can absolutely be temporary, but you shouldn't waste other people's time if you think that you haven't put enough time into yourself. This is also why you shouldn't just jump into relationships just because it feels good. What is the long-term goal? People look at relationships as these temporary things. And that's how people end up wasting 5, 10, 15 years of their fucking lives with somebody else. Now both people have thrown away their most important asset, which is time. Something you cannot get back.
Lessons you need to learn before menopause, part 8. Going back to the young lady who was so tearful, and I'm going to tag her in the caption. Girl, what you're describing is not a marriage. Not that marriage is hard, is that marriage to the wrong person is hard. But here's another point of advice. Let me save you the time. No man is perfect. No marriage is perfect. No relationship is perfect. I personally don't want to be taken care of. I want a partner, a 50-50 partner. I want somebody who does 50% of what I do as well. But to be taken care of is relative to the person that you're talking to. For me, to be taken care of is to be emotionally supported. The lesson that I was going to say is everybody's timeline is not your timeline. Me and my husband lived together and had children before we ever got married. Frankly, we only got married because I needed health insurance. And of course we loved each other, of course. But everybody's timeline is not your timeline. Everybody's marriage is not your marriage. You cannot put your marriage up next to other people's marriage and be like, okay, well, which one's better? You're just playing games with your mind and with your heart. My marriage is not yours, and yours is not mine. My husband is not your husband is not my husband. And the way that things are going to work out are never going to be the same for both of us. Don't compare your marriage or your relationship, or even your friendships, to other people's friendships, relationships, and marriages. You're always going to find fault in your own, and you're going to make there something that's not. Okay, hope this helps.
Y'all gotta stop listening to people with your trauma ears, with your triggered ears, and start listening to them with your real ears. Because the amount of people in the comments that are making it a him problem instead of a her problem, and helping her come to the realization that she needs to go to therapy, that she is unfulfilled and that is a her problem, that maybe she didn't do things prior to getting married, that she needs to sort through those emotions for her and probably free that man, is crazy. The amount of people who are making it all men. Yeah, because these men are so draining. Yeah, because even a good man is a bad man. Wait, even a good man is a bad man? Even a good man is a draining man. Dang. Really? I can't relate. Not a good man is a draining man and ain't got no kids. Really? Wild. No, baby. She gotta go talk to somebody about that. She gotta go chop it up. Okay? And y'all are actually a distraction to her growth and her progress and to his freedom. Sleek. Yeah. I feel bad for her because I consistently have conversations and encourage young people to really live their life. Come to a point where you're at peace with yourself before you get into a commitment of this nature. See all the things, try all the places, explore, have career changes, take chances and risk and all these things before you settle down with somebody, because if you don't, you're going to feel like you settled. You're going to feel like whatever they can do for you is not good enough, because and let's take a step back. Do all those things and don't do them in these situationships. Don't do them in these talking phases. Like literally sit with yourself and be with yourself. Are you comfortable with yourself? You feel me? Do all of that, and then you won't be feeling like you settled. Do all of that, hopefully, and then you won't be feeling like you missed out on something. You won't be feeling like nothing is good enough, because you never really got to figure out what good enough all by my itty bitty lonesome is. You have a better understanding of yourself when you take the time to do all of that, right? And you have a better understanding of what you want your life to look like, and you have a better understanding of your must-haves and your non-negotiables when you take the time to really sit with yourself like that. And I fear baby didn't take that time, potentially. I don't know her, so I can't say that with certainty. That's just my assumption. All right. What I'm not assuming is that he's the problem, because I listened with my real ears and not my trauma ears, not my trigger ears. Right? Y'all need to try it, because the lack of accountability and the just straight up man hating happening off in those comments, baby, we are not healed. We are not okay. We are not okay. And I really want us to be okay. Come on now. All right.
So for me, I don't see any reason why she should come online and rant about her marriage like this. My question is the husband not going to see this video? Because if I were to be the guy, I would be disappointed. In fact, I will be angry. I'll be pissed. I'll be very, very angry, because this does not make any sense. Have you discussed with your husband? I don't think they have had this conversation, because why come to the internet to talk about this? And you said it that the guy is a great guy. So why will you not want to be with a great? Oh my God. Seriously, sometimes even women don't know what is wrong with them. Like, what is all this? Well, as first when I saw the video, I was listening to her. I was thinking she's going to say something. Okay, this is what is going on, but she does not know. She does not even know what is wrong with her. It's not like there is anything that the man is doing to you. None. It's not like the man is doing anything wrong. He's a great guy. He takes care of you. He does everything a man, a husband is supposed to do. You said it yourself. So what is not the problem? You don't know. And you're crying, you're all emotional and all that. Why not go talk to him? Have you discussed with him? This is how I'm feeling. That's why communication is very important. You don't talk to your husband about it, you brought it online. She didn't even care how the guy is going to feel, how her husband is going to feel. I don't think she cares about how the man is going to feel. How do you handle any situation that arises in your marriage? How? That's how far you will go. Not bringing it, you are still married to this guy. It's not like you are separated or something. You're still married to this guy. You're still going to meet him at home. And you're here bringing something that both of you could have sat down to discuss and sort this thing out. Clearly, she's the problem, because she said it herself. The man has not done anything wrong. He's a great guy. In fact, he's a good husband to her. So clearly, she's the problem. So sit yourself down, ask yourself what the problem is. Not coming to the internet to cry. You finish crying and you go home. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to sort it out for you. It's your husband. It's your marriage. You're in that marriage. You're not in the marriage with anybody. It's your husband. Probably it's something else that is even making you to feel this way, and you are putting it on your marriage. Just need to sit yourself down and check what is going on, what is wrong with me, What is going through my head? What am I thinking? Why am I feeling this way? Sort it out yourself. Don't bring your problem to the internet. People will add, everybody will talk about it and criticize your marriage, criticize you, insult you, and everything. It will add to it. Because coming to the internet to rant about your marriage like this does not make sense. If I am your husband, I'll be mad at you. I'll not be happy. Why bring your marriage to the internet? Why you're even still married to him to talk about how you're not happy, how you're not fulfilled, how you're not this, how you're not that, if it's worth it. That's even the problem. You're asking if your marriage is your husband not going to say this if your marriage is worth it? So are you asking if your husband is worth it, if he's worth staying? Somebody that you have been with for 7 years, and throughout that 7 years, you don't know if it's what it is now that you're coming to the internet. Or I don't understand. What kind of validation are you seeking? Because whatever the problem is, you're making it worse. You're not bringing any solution. You need to go and look for a solution and not making it worse. So guys, do let me know what you think in the comment section. I would love to read your comments. Let's have a conversation about this in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think what she's doing is right? Does it make sense? Like, what do you think? Let's have a conversation about this in the comment section. And please, guys, don't forget to like my video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.